week 8 of the fantasy baseball season, and here's a few pitchers I look to sell and trade this week. So I'm not just selling these pitchers for anything, but these are some pitchers I think are pitching a little bit over their head right now to begin the year, and I think you could sell them more higher price and good value. The first pitcher, Clarke Schmidt of the New York Yankees. So Schmidt having a great second season this year, 50 and 2/3, 5-1 record, 55 Ks, a 2.49 ERA, 1.13 WHIP, and 2 quality starts. So Clarke Schmidt, we know he's not a big-time strikeout pitcher, even though this season the K rate's gone up a little bit. And he's pitching great baseball, but the couple down things for him, he's not going that deep into games. And when Gerrit Cole comes back, we'll see if this Yankee has a 6-man rotation, or at least Luis Gil or Clarke Schmidt get pulled from the rotation. So the last couple weeks, 14 and 2/3, 2-0 record, 14 Ks, no ERA, 0.68 WHIP, and 2 quality starts. So Clarke Schmidt, he's pitching good baseball. He's going deeper into games than he's done all season and throughout his early career, where the last couple outings he's gone deep. But we'll see if Schmidt could keep that up or if that'll affect him, because like I said, he's been a 5 and 2/3 pitcher most of the last few outings. May 4th versus the Tigers, 5 innings, got the win. 4 hits, 3 runs, 7 Ks. May 10th at Tampa, 6 and 2/3, got the win. 5 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks, a quality start. And May 16th at the Twins, a masterful game, 8 innings, got the win. 3 hits, no runs, 8 Ks, a quality start. So Schmidt, he's starting to get that strikeout rate up over the last few outings. But like I said, it's been pretty poor hitting teams. The Tigers, their hitting isn't all that great. Tampa Bay, a lot of injuries. Their hitting hasn't done much this season. And the Twins, I think early in the season, it was fluky a little bit. But Schmidt's going out there and getting the job done. But right now, well, he's on one of the best teams in the league, pitching at a high level. I think you could get a good return, a nice bat in a deal for him. Or if you even want to swap starting pitchers and get someone who's struggling a little bit, but have just more upside and has a consistent track record. So Schmidt's next start is here tonight versus the Seattle Mariners. And I think he could go out there and pitch good versus them, but we'll see if Smith can continue going deeper into games, because it's something he really hasn't done in his career, where he hasn't qualified for many wins as well. So the next pitcher, Ranger Suarez of the Philadelphia Phillies. So Ranger Suarez, he's pitching out of this world. He's been on this list a whole bunch. And maybe it's not all fluky, but the thing that I think won't stick is an ERA under 2 on the season, where he's been a pitcher throughout his career, where he's been a 4, mid-4s ERA. So on the season, for Suarez, 8-0 record, 59 innings, 58 Ks, a 1.37 ERA, and 0.76 WHIP. In the last couple weeks, 12 innings, 2-0 record, 12 Ks, no ERA, 0.92 WHIP, and a quality start. So Ranger Suarez, best pitcher right now in fantasy baseball this season. He's going out there, he's getting the job done, no doubt about it. He's on a great Philadelphia Philly team that arguably could be the best team in the National League. Them Braves or Dodgers, it's going to come down to when it's all said and done this season. And Suarez, he's a lefty that he was like a Clarke Schmidt, where he didn't go deep into games a lot. But this season, he's gone 6+ innings many times in the early going this year. And now his next outings today versus Texas. He's gone out there and he's been going through lineups left and right all season long, pretty much untouchable. May 4th versus the Giants, 6 innings, got the win. 7 hits, 3 runs, a walk, 6 Ks, a quality start. May 10th in Miami, 7 innings, got the win. 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 9 Ks, a quality start. And May 15th versus the Mets, a mixed bag game. 5 innings, got the win. 4 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks. So that was one of his worst outings of the season for Ranger Suarez, May 15th versus the Mets. And last season, we saw a lot of similar starts like he did versus the Mets. We would see him go 5-6 innings, pitch decent as Suarez, but that's what he was doing. But this season, he's taking it to another level. But like I said, I don't see continuing with an ERA under 2. And he's got a tough matchup here today as well versus the Texas Rangers, where we know their offense, I know, is banged up a little bit with Adolis Garcia banged up. Wyatt Langford, guys struggling as well. But I still think it's a tougher matchup here. And we'll see if he's up for the test. But right now, since he's pitching great baseball, and I believe over his head, is Ranger Suarez. He's a sell-high pitcher this week. Next pitcher, Javier Assad of the Chicago Cubs. So Javier Assad, it's been a solid year for him, no doubt about it, this season in the first couple months. And Assad, he was a former top prospect a few years ago for this Cub team, and he's definitely paying dividends on the year. 48 1/3, 4-0 record, 42 Ks, a 1.49 ERA, 1.03 WHIP, and 3 quality starts. But Assad last season, he didn't pitch as much as a starter. He was a swing man for the most part, and then they gave him starts towards the end of the year. In the last couple weeks, 10 1/3, 1-0 record, 11 Ks, and 0.87 ERA, 1.06 WHIP, and a quality start. So Assad's going out there. He's getting the job done for the Chicago Cub team. He was a hot waiver wire pickup early in the season, and he's kept it going, especially the last couple weeks. But this Cub team, I don't believe this starting rotation, for most part, going to stay at the level they've been at this season. Imanaga's having a Cy Young caliber season. Talian's been pretty decent since he returned. We know he's a good pitcher. He came off injury. And now you got Javier Assad pitching good as well. And the only down guy in that rotation right now is Kyle Hendricks. But anyway, Assad, the last few outings, May 5th versus Milwaukee, 6 innings, got the win. 4 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 4 Ks, a quality start. May 10th at Pittsburgh, a mediocre outing, 4 1/3 in that one, 4 hits, a run, 2 walks, 4 Ks. And then his latest outing, May 15th, at the Braves. Obviously a powerhouse offense, 6 innings, got the win. 4 hits, no runs, a walk, 7 Ks, a quality start. So his next outings today as well versus the Atlanta Braves. And we'll see if he can do it 2 in a row as Javier Assad. But like I said, I don't think he's going to keep it up at this rate as Javier Assad. This Cub team, their whole pitching staff is pitching a little bit over their heads, I believe. And a couple of these guys are going to come back down to earth. So Assad, who was a waiver wire pickup, like I mentioned a few weeks ago, and now he's going out there and pitching great baseball. He's a perfect guy where this is what you like to see as well. You pick up a player off the wire. Obviously, he gets hot, he has momentum, and then you could sell him off for someone more of a track record or even an everyday at bat if you're struggling in your lineup. So right now, since Assad's pitching good baseball, and I don't see keeping up at these elite levels that he's been pitching of late, he's a sell high pitcher this week. The next pitcher is Seth Lugo of the Kansas City Royals. So Lugo, one of the best pitchers in all fantasy baseball, and what a signing it was for the Royals in the offseason to bring him in. Lugo's been lights out this season, 65 1/3, 7-1 record, 58 Ks, a 1.79 ERA, 0.98 whip, and 8 quality starts. So Seth Lugo's going out there. He's keeping the ball on the ground. He's getting the nice outs. We know he's been a ground ball pitcher throughout his MLB career, converted reliever, and now he's been a starter the last couple seasons. Last year with San Diego, which you could definitely use him right now, Lugo, with their injuries in the rotation. And now here with the Kansas City Royals, he got the nice contract and he's performed. Then he pitches in a division, obviously, as well, where there's not many good hitting teams. White Sox, one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in the league, obviously. You got the Guardians, their hitting's middle of the pack. Minnesota Twins, their hitting's come back down to earth over the last couple weeks. The Detroit Tigers, where I don't think their offense is all that consistent as well. So Lugo's going out there, he's pitching gems, but I just don't see keeping up. Another guy with an ERA under 2 on the season, and his K rate's been great as well, where he's not been really much of a strikeout pitcher, but the last few games he's gone out there with monster K rate is Seth Lugo. In that time, 27 strikeouts in the last 3 outings. May 7th versus Milwaukee, 6 2/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 5 Ks, a quality start. May 12th at the Angels, 8 innings, got the win, 5 hits, a run, 12 Ks, a quality start. And May 18th versus Oakland, 5 2/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 10 Ks. So Seth Lugo, like I said, one of the best pitchers and arguably the best pitcher in the last month in fantasy baseball. But I don't see it holding up. His next outing is May 24th at the Rays, where we know their offense has been slumping this season and injured as well. And Lugo's pitching great, but like I said, I don't see it keep it up at these levels. And I think you could get a bat and a pitcher in a deal. That's how good he's been this season so far as Lugo. And like I said, he's been a top 2 or 3 pitcher all season. And the 5th and final pitcher I look to sell in trades, Alek Manoah of the Toronto Blue Jays. So Manoah, he came up a couple weeks ago after he was banged up, and they started him off in the minors to see what he had. And he's more of a pitcher you could pick up off the wire and flip in a deal. So on the season, 18 innings, 1-1 record, 19 Ks, a 3 ERA, 0.94 whip, and 2 quality starts. But the last couple weeks after he got bombed in his first outing, 14 innings, 1-1 record, 13 Ks, no ERA, 0.50 whip, and 2 quality starts. So last season, obviously, a horrible year was for Manoah with a 5.87 ERA. He was batting practice, giving up tons of home runs. But so far this year, 2 out of 3 outings we've seen from him. He's gone out there, and he looks like he's back to form a little bit like he was a couple seasons ago, where he was in the Cy Young hunt. May 5th at Washington, 4 innings in that one, 6 hits, 6 runs, 4 walks, 6 Ks. May 12th versus the Twins, 7 innings, tough luck loser in that one, 4 hits, no runs, a walk, 6 Ks, a quality start. And May 19th versus Tampa, 7 innings, got the win, a hit, no runs, a walk, 7 Ks, a quality starts. I know the last 2 outings haven't been versus pretty good hitting teams at all, where the Twins and Tampa Bay, they're mid to poor at best hitting the baseball. But it's good to see Manoah's turning the page a little bit. We know he's got good stuff. He's an innings eater, and we'll see if he could keep it up this season. But right now, I'm a little weary after last year. Like I said, he was batting practice, and even his first outing of the season, he was batting practice at the Nats. And even in the minor leagues, there were some games he got tagged as well. So right now, while Manoah looks like he's back on track a little bit, even though I'm not 100% convinced. I think he's a sell high candidate. Is someone to get off the waiver wire because he is still available right now in 65% of fantasy leagues. But if I could flip him in a deal and get a bat or even another pitcher that has more of a track record and more consistency over the last few years, this would be the time to do it. So that's a few pitchers I look to sell and trade for week 8 of the fantasy baseball season.